Welcome back friends. Today in this video tutorial of Anita Bioconcept, and today I am here to discuss on the topic alternative pathway of the complement system. In my previous video lecture I had discussed about the classical pathway of complement system, so let's have a review and after that I will discuss about the alternative pathway. So in case of classical pathway, what we have seen that there is an initial requirement of antigen antibody complex. There is an initial requirement of this antigen antibody complex to activate the classical pathway, but in case of alternative pathway there is no requirement of antibody. Means alternative pathway is the component of innate immune system. Okay, so this alternative pathway, we can say that this is the pathway which is a component of innate immune system. So what happens in classical pathway? This C1q of the C1 binds to Fc portion of the antibody in an antigen antibody complex, and then after it induces a conformational change in C1r that convert it into activated C1r, that is a serine protease enzyme. Okay, and after that this C1r serine protease does cleave the C1s component and it converts it into a similar C1s enzyme which is having two substrates C4 and C2, and after that the smaller fragments of both C2 and C4, so they are diffuses away. So in case of C2 the smaller fragment is C2b, and in case of C4 the smaller fragment is C4a. So in both the C2 as well as C4 the smaller fragments just diffuses away, and the larger fragment C4b in case of C4 and C2a in case of C2 does combine to form C3 convertase, that is known as C4b2a, and over the 4b2a there is a bar, means it is very clear that it is having enzymatic activity. So C3 convertase enzyme is being formed. Now this C3a molecule, this C3a complement peptide fragment is hydrolyzed, and then after C3b is generated, and then after this C3b does bind to the C4b2a and it generates C5 convertase. Okay, so C4b2a3b 4b2a3b over it a bar is there, means it is having enzymatic activity and it is known as C5 convertase. So C5 convertase is formed, and after that the C5 convertase enzyme does act on C5, and then after it also generates two peptide fragments. One is a smaller peptide fragment and another one is larger peptide fragment. So C5a being the smaller peptide fragment, it diffuses away from the site, and C5b being the larger peptide fragment does bind with the C6, then after C7, C8, C9, and finally it forms the C5b6, 7, 8, 9, that is the membrane attack complex, and after that this membrane attack complex will lyse the bacterial cell. Okay, so this is all about the classical pathway of the complement system. Now we will discuss about the alternative pathway of the complement system. So I have told that in case of alternative pathway there is no requirement of antibody. So alternative pathway is the component of the innate immune system. Okay, so this is the component of innate immune system. So what about the complement proteins it requires? And complement proteins are required for this major pathway of complement activation are, so there must be some complement proteins. There must be some complement proteins which are required for the activation, for the initial activation of this alternative pathway. And what are those complement proteins? Those complement proteins are C3, factor B, factor D and properdine. Okay, so these all are the complement proteins which are required for the initial activation. Now, how this pathway is initiated? Okay, so in most of the cases what happens? In most of the cases by cell surface constituents that are foreign to the host. For example, this pathway is initiated by cell surface constituents that are foreign to the host. So I will give you some of the examples. For example, both gram positive as well as gram negative bacterial cell wall constituents such as LPS, lipopolysaccharide in case of gram negative, and teichoic acids from the gram positive. Teichoic acids from the gram positive, okay, and some more, for example, fungal and yeast cell wall, some viruses and some virus infected cells as well as some tumor cells are also being included here, okay. Now what happens? So these all are being responsible to activate the alternative pathways, as such I have told just now. So what are the initial steps in all the three pathway that leads to the formation of C5b and finally to MAC? Because I have told in my previous lecture also that the initial steps in all three pathways, that is classical, alternative and lectin pathway, is the formation of C3 and C5b, and after that in the final steps the formation of membrane attack complex takes place. So we will see that in case of alternative pathway, initial steps in all three pathway, and this is the alternative pathway. So how the MAC formation, membrane attack complex formation takes place, and how C5b is generated. So here we can see that in case of classical pathway also the C5b is generated, and we are seeing here that in case of alternative pathway also, here the pathway goes on, finally the C5b is common, C5b formation in common in both the pathway we have seen here, okay. So C5b formation takes place, but we will see in alternative pathway that how this is going to takes place. So in the classical pathway what happens, C3 is, we have seen that this in case of classical pathway, C3 is rapidly cleaved to C3a and C3b by the enzymatic activity of C3 convertase. So it's very clear to all of you that C3 convertase enzyme is being responsible to cleave the C3 molecule into two peptide fragment, that is C3a and C3b. So C3a being the smaller fragment diffuses away from the site and initiate the local inflammatory response, but in case of C3b what happens, being the larger fragment, these C3b molecules go to C4b2a and combined with it to form the C5 convertase in case of classical. But in case of alternative we will see that C3 convertase is another molecule, C3b capital B. So we will see later on, okay. So in this classical system what we have seen, classical pathway what we have seen, that this C3 convertase enzyme cleaves the C3 molecule into two peptide fragments, C3a and C3b, okay. So after that what happens, in this alternative pathway what we will see, C3 which contains an unstable thioester bond. In case of alternative pathway, this C3 complement protein does contain an unstable thioester bond which is subjected to low spontaneous hydrolysis to generate C3a and C3b. Now what happens after that, this C3b molecule binds to foreign surface antigens, okay. This C3b molecules does bind to foreign surface antigens such as those present on the bacterial and viral particles. I have told that this C3b binds to foreign surface antigens such as those present on bacterial and viral particles, and by binding cells and by binding to C3b, it exposes a site on factor B, okay, on factor B. So factor B is a substrate for factor D now, okay. So factor B is substrate for factor D. So being a substrate, the factor D will act upon the factor B, and factor D is an enzymatically active serum protein, okay. Now what factor D will do? Factor D will cleave the C3b molecule along with the factor B, means it will cleave the C3b bound factor B, and the smaller fragment will be capital B and small a, okay. So the smaller fragment diffuses away from the site, and C3b capital B small b, this is the larger fragment of factor B. So if the smaller fragment will diffuse away, then after what will be left, the capital B and small b, means it is the larger fragment of factor B. So the C3 convertase enzyme will form, and it is analogous C3b capital B over bar C3b, capital B bar, and this molecule, this complex is known as C3 convertase enzyme, which is analogous to C4b2a bar in the classical pathway. So here these two molecules, this C3 convertase is analogous to C4b2a, which is also the C3 convertase. Then after this C3bbb or C3 convertase activate the unhydrolyzed C3 to produce more C3b. So this C3bbb generates C3bb3b. Okay, and which is having the enzymatic activity just like C5 convertase, which is analogous to C4b2a3b in the classical pathway. Now this C5 convertase act on C5, okay, and what happens after that? BB component, the capital B and B, small b in this capital B and small b, the larger fragment of factor B, this BB component hydrolyzes the bound C5 to generate C5a and C5b, and it binds to the antigenic surface. C5b binds to the antigenic surface and forms the membrane attack complex and lyse the cell. Okay, so we have seen that the formation of C3 and formation of C3, C3b and C5 is common to the both pathways. So this is all about the alternative pathway of the complement system. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. So till then, thanks to all.